Hello, welcome to another video from joomlalondon.co.uk. I'm going to show you today how to upload multiple files to Joomla at once. So, I'm sure you've all seen this screen, Joomla screen, no components installed. Usually on a lot of my sites I install the same components over and over again. I wanted to find a way to solve this problem, save myself some time. So a lot of members in our user group use a Keeper Backup. They create a site, they configure it, they back things up, and then they use Kickstart to create a new site every time from the backup, and that works for them. For me, I sometimes use template clubs. I like to have the demo installed so that I can see how they built things and reconfigure things from there rather than trying to add HTML and stuff later. So I do it a different way. So the site I use is called Joomla Extensions Packager. So you go there, fill this in, joomlaextensionspackager.org, fill in all your stuff there. A lot of it's optional. This bottom one's a little confusing. Ignore it if you don't understand it. It's fine, you can leave it blank. Settings, I recommend you choose upgrade, not install. If you don't know what you're doing, just choose upgrade. This you can type in. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I've typed the right one in anyway. Update servers, if you want to update your package anytime, could be useful. I'm not using it for this demo. Files, you just click, add them as you wish to, choose whether it's component or whatever, and in here you need to type in the actual component name. So com Keeper, for example, will be a Keeper Backups one. If you don't know what this is, you probably need to ask the developer. It'll always start com underscore. If you've got it installed in a previous site, you can go to the FTP, click on the components directory, and you'll see a list of them all there, and you will see the ones that you usually install. Might be an easy way of doing it, quick way anyway. If you choose a module, normally they start with mod underscore. Choose a plugin, they normally start in plg underscore. Modules, you choose site or administrator. Most of them will be site, but there will be some administrator ones. You've got the option. Plugin, you have to choose the plugin group. Joomla has a list of plugin groups. It can only be from these groups. You can't make your own one up or anything. One of them is system. So as an example, I'll give a full list of them in the blog post. If you're watching on YouTube, you need to go to joomlalondon.co.uk. So anyway, you upload all of your files, and then you can click this green button and create a package. You'll notice the limit is 10. If you're thinking that's a little inconvenient, I've got 11 or whatever, I'll show you how to overcome that in a minute. You can also add language files. If you've updated the Joomla language in the back end or the front end, and you think, you know what, I'd rather have this every time in this configuration, you can upload them there. And that's about that. So if we look over here, here's one I made earlier. So here's a few things that I quite like. So I generate the package. Obviously already done that, save a bit of time. So if I come down here, Owens always install modules. Just what I called it, you can call it whatever you want. Load and install, just like you would with a normal Joomla extension. Okay, go to install. Here's one that I've made earlier. Always install components and modules. There we go. Now look at our components. Open tools, Keeper Backups, basic forms, JCE, and Regular Labs Extension Manager. Regular Labs Extension Manager. You should know that the component name is com underscore no numbers manager. It won't work unless you type that. I suppose it's probably due to backwards compatibility or something similar to that. You should also know that the system is a little bit glitchy. It doesn't really like you installing over the top. Every now and then you'll have a problem which says the manifest file already exists. Option number one is to rename your your zip file. If you've called it the same name, it won't like it. Option number 2 is to go into Administrator, then Manifests, and delete the old manifest, and then that will work. I said at the beginning, if you had more than 10 extensions, you might like a little tip that I've got, so here's the bonus prize. You can create 10 extensions, so for example, you could create 10 modules, zip them up as a package, and then another 10 plugins, zip them up as a package, and then you can create packages, put them together. So I've got a package Owens modules, package Owens components, put them together, press the green button, and now both your packages will come together in a single package. And I've tested this and it works, so quite cool. Things you could use this for, I personally would say a good use would be having all your basics in one package if you've got less than 10, or if not, do a part 1 and a part 2. So something like a backup solution, your security, stuff like that, which you install every time, your editors, stuff like that. And then after that, you could use that basic package and build on top of it. For example, you could build an e-commerce package by using your basic package, include it as the first one, add in your e-commerce stuff, boom, you've got an e-commerce package, an events package, whatever you want. You can create a variety of packages by chaining all the packages together and then getting them into one package, and you'll still be saving a massive shortcut if that's the sort of thing you do on a day-to-day basis. And it gives you a lot of flexibility. I hope that helps someone.